There was a disgusting event going on in Dallas, Texas over the weekend. It's called Drag the Kids to Pride. I am not going to play very much of this for you. We've had a talk, just as a staff, we've had a talk about this. And since this stuff is clearly going to be in the news a lot, right, with all these trans and drag and all this other crap, we want to show it to you. I want you to see. You know, you're a busy person. You're working. You come here so we can tell you what we've seen. But I also understand that kids watch this show, and even if kids aren't watching, families sitting down. I mean, maybe you just had dinner. This stuff is so gross. We want to show it. We don't know how to show how much, or we don't know how much to show. So we've decided this one, short, 10 seconds or so. This is just a little clip of the Drag the Kids to Pride event. Well, where should we begin? I mean, honestly, my real horror isn't at the dancers. My real horror is those were parents in there who brought their children in. See that one little kid with green hair? Little girl, drag performer, takes her hand. And honestly, genuinely asking, what chance do those kids have at a normal life? If you have parents who are such deranged lunatics, they'll find a drag event in town and take you to it and let you dance with the drag queen at the age of 5 or 6. What chance does that kid have? None. That kid is given no chance whatsoever. None. You talk about institutionalized. Maybe I should have expanded beyond academia and the medical world. This is institutionalized in homes. Homes are pushing this stuff. I'm a father. You a parent? If you're not, maybe you will be one day, and I'll tell you something. As a father, one of my biggest fears, I don't have a lot, I'm not an anxious person, but one of my biggest fears in life is passing on the bad parts of me down to my sons. I know I've got a bunch. I don't want to give it to them. What kind of sick freak parent takes their bad things and purposely crams it down their child's throat? Where are we as a country when that's happening? And I'll say something else. Where are we as a country when we allow that to happen? How is it permitted that children are allowed in a place to see that stuff? How are parents allowed to drag their children into a bar to see that stuff? Every single person in that place, the performers and the parents, should be in jail right now awaiting trial. Every single one of them. We have to start taking much more aggressive action against these people. Clearly, they're not going to stop. And believe me when I tell you, sorry to get sidetracked here. I'll get to the cops here in a second. They're not going to stop. I know you're looking around right now, just like I'm looking around right now, in horror at what has happened to your society. And you look around and you think, this is the bottom. What a bunch of freaks. What's happened to us? That's what you're saying right now. And that's what I'm saying right now. And we're dead wrong. This is not a bottom. They don't have a bottom. Less than 10 years, probably less than 5, but less than 10 years, pedophilia will be normalized at the highest levels of our society. Mark my words. Mr. Producer, write it down, please. Less than 10 years. They'll teach it at places like Harvard. It's just a choice you can make. It's a normal thing. Your doctor, your psychiatrist, well, it's perfectly normal to want a 10-year-old. You're grossed out? I'm grossed out too. Believe me when I tell you they're not done. And they won't stop there either, because they'll never stop until they're stopped. Now, by the grace of God, we did have some people who were mad enough about this stuff to push back. Should they have pushed back or should they not have pushed back? We had people on the right who showed up. We owe them a thank you because they're the reason you even have that video to watch and see what's going on. So we do owe them a thank you. But here's a little video for you. What you're going to see here is one of the guys who was protesting the drag event, didn't like it there. But you're going to catch the part of the video where he's simply walking away, walking down the sidewalk, trying to leave the event. You'll see him surrounded by masked turbo freaks, and you're going to focus on that. But I don't want you to focus on that. I want you to focus towards the end of the video. I want you to focus on the Dallas Police Department, and I want you to see who they were concerned about, because we're about to have a little talk.
No, you can't walk through people. Down the street. You cannot walk through people.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Leave the kids alone.
This is a motion. Go on.
Leave the kids
alone. All of a sudden, you leave the kids alone. Yeah. Hey, I'm not walking up on nobody. I'm walking. These my face. Arrest them. I'm walking down the damn street.
Hey.
Calm down. You got the right to be upset.
I got the right to walk down the street.
Okay, do me a favor. Back up and set up for
Property. I probably should put it up under my foot.
Get off it.
Get off my feet. You're on that
Get off the flag.
Get off my flag.
Now, can I continue to walk down the damn street?
Did you want to keep going?
I'm planning to keep walking down the damn street.
Enjoy yourself. I'm there walking with them. Enjoy yourself.
All right, let's have a talk. I know you're upset about the direction of the country. I'm upset about the direction of the country. I get it. Whatever anger you feel, I get it. And I know you may feel tempted to go to the next big protest in some blue urban hellhole. And don't think because Dallas is in Texas, it's red. Texas's cities are blue just like every other big city is blue. Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Austin, they're all blue. They're all blue. You do what you want. You be an anti-communist in the way that suits you. I will just tell you personally, I will never attend a counter-protest of any kind, in a blue city anymore. It is time to change your mindset. You have to, including about big city cops. You saw who they harassed. Were they worried about the masked turbo freaks trying to prevent a man from walking down the sidewalk? Nope. They surrounded the guy on the right. They serve far left masters in blue urban hellholes like Dallas. If you choose to be a counter-protester in these types of places, you don't have any friends.
Don't miss Jesse Kelly Breaks History, Che Guevara, the latest episode of a new series available now exclusively for First TV supporters. Visit the First TV app or thefirsttv.com to subscribe and start watching today.